this episode of All the Mods, I've got a pure motocrosser, and I'll show you in a moment here, but it's from 1977, Yamaha YZ 250, and this was not the bike, but the same year, model, brand of bike that Bob Hanna, Hurricane Hanna I think was his nickname, won the 1977 US Supercross Championship, and then he went on to win multiple titles in the 250 class for several years after that. But this was basically, you know, a coming of age in a way of this particular model. Hurricane Hanna riding it, it's pretty phenomenal. So I'll show you the bike. Just kind of a walk around. Surprisingly, I haven't done a lot of mods to this bike. About the only thing I've had to do is repair. I took it to my weld shop and had them put in a new bracket, not bracket, I had to have them weld the bracket that holds the tank up here where the cushions go. So that was not a big deal. Cleaned the carburetor pretty thoroughly. Had to put in a new fuel valve here just because the one that was on there, the gaskets were bad, but really haven't had to do too much to this engine, the engine. The bodywork, when I got this bike was in tough shape as far as it had been ridden on trails and serious mud caked everywhere, packed in every crevice and corner of this bike, and it took a lot of work to clean it up, for one, and then to restore the plastic. So a lot of sanding, a lot of just love and care to this. Had to get all new decals. I left some of the scars, which I think were appropriate. You know, it's like, hey, this is a racing machine. It's gonna get scars from getting dropped, crashed, whatever. I didn't try to change too much. I left it pretty much in the all original Survivor. You can see, you know, handlebar paint chips on the frame. You know, it is what it is. But I wanted to keep it as near to all original as I could. Some of the challenges, of course, of cleaning up the aluminum, just getting things to look decent. I put on these replacement gaiters. I have the originals still. They're the yellow ones that come up about here, and they're about this much wider. They're just huge and ugly. Personally, I think the black ones are much nicer. A lot of people do that upgrade. I could have left the originals on, but in some ways, maybe it's too much yellow. Of course, I don't know. With Yamaha, I wouldn't say that that's ever a possibility of too much. So, this is a great bike. Almost, I'm going to say this is a short episode because there really weren't that many mods that needed to be made to this bike, because it's pretty much perfect out of the box. Obviously new tires, things like that, but really this is a heck of a beautiful machine with, you know, minimal effort to keep it running. And yes, it is powerful, and even right now the carburetor isn't perfect. It bogs a little on the high end, but it will snap you back and try to tear your arms off if you're not careful. If you don't know what you're doing to the two-stroke, when all that power comes on in a rush, you could get yourself in trouble in a hurry. So anyway, don't really have a nickname for this one other than I sometimes refer to it as the Hurricane in honor of Bob Hanna. So 1977 Yamaha YZ 250 motocrosser.